as a professional comedian, you do look out for the laughs. So going to northern France to talk about the First World War, it doesn't scream source material for jokes, does it? And that's me now in 2018. Imagine what he was thinking if he was a comedian. Where does that fit in with what he's doing? He's fighting a war. And to some degree, he's probably thinking, it'd be great, hey guys, why don't we put on a gang show whilst we're out there? And people looking at him going, no mate, not now. Oh, this might be news about Billy Mack now. I'll interpret for you. Madam, Monsieur, we are pleased to inform you that Billy Mack survived the war, had a wonderful great-grandchild, very talented, and he had a difficulty with some of the audiences in Sunderland. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Mack is an absolute one.
Lee wants to find out what happened to Billy Mack when he came to this part of northern France to fight in the First World War. He's travelling to a village called Maricourt, which in 1915 lay right on the Western Front.
Paul.
Hello, Lee. How are you? Welcome.
He's meeting military historian and soldier Dr. Paul Knight.
The winter of 1915 into 1916, nothing particularly big is happening for the battalion that your great-grandfather was part of. And then they moved down to here, and they're moving down here, ready for the big push. This is the 1st of July 1916. This is the first day of the Battle of the Somme, and your great-grandfather is right in the middle of it.
Wow, he was actually in the Battle of the Somme.
Absolutely. This is a map from July 1916. This blue line here, this is the British front line. Well, the blue line crosses the road. That's where we're standing at the moment.
So we're actually on the British front line?
We're on the British front line of 1st of July 1916.
So it's almost literally on this spot?
Indeed, yes.
Wow. So this would have been a big trench?
Yes. Across the road is the French army. The French artillery, they have a lot of heavier guns than the British army have got access to.
You want to be next to the French?
You do want to be next to the French on a day like today. And all the red, that's all the German positions. This is Dublin Trench, and this is your great-grandfather's objective.
Their target was to get from there to there?
Yes. It's about 1,100 metres up this road. So 0730 in the morning, and the infantry attacks. Your great-grandfather, he's in the third wave that attacks. All the soldiers would have been issued rum to steady their nerves.
So they're basically getting a bit tipsy before they go.
Bit of Dutch courage.
So roughly 7:30 a.m, my great-granddad is here going over the top of the
Yes, across this field in front of you. All right, so you should be able to recognise what's on the screen.
Well, that's this map. So that red dot, I'm assuming, is that where we are now?
That's exactly where we are now.
Right, so if I move, that will move with me?
Yes.
This is incredible. So using this, we can follow Billy Mack's footsteps going into no man's land.
Absolutely.
And he definitely did it with an iPad.
Let's go.
OK. I mean, it is incredible to think that my great-granddad was actually doing this.
Yes.
So he's now in no man's land here, isn't he?
Yes.
I mean, what's he seeing?
Well, there've been masses of men left and right all moving forward at the same time, as far as he can see. So he's in the middle of this big movement of men.
So I'm picturing barbed wire.
Yep.
I'm seeing sort of smoke everywhere from the
lots of
artillery.
Lots of artillery fire. So there's still the shells going overhead. There'll be the machine guns firing to support him. Smoke has been fired onto German positions to try and stop the Germans from seeing the attack.
And it's so counterintuitive. If you see a man in front of you fall to the ground who's been shot, the last thing you think is, I'll run in that direction.
Well, lots of the accounts are saying that they are walking forward.
Why are they walking?
It's to control the man. And also, when you get up there, you don't want to be exhausted. So everybody gets in the German trenches at the same time.
Blimey. So we're very close now to the trench that he was trying to get to. Is the idea to get in there and kill these soldiers or to capture them?
Either. Both. So if they surrender, good. If not, he'll go in with a bayonet and he'll shoot people if needs be. That's what he's been trained to do for the last 2 years.
But this could be the first time he's had to do that.
Very probably, yes. And he won't know how he reacts until he's in that position where you've got to do it. Take somebody else's life.
Oh.
It's a bit of a sobering thought.
Right, so this is it. The red dot is on the trench, so
Yeah.
this is his target.
Yes, so your great-grandfather, this is his objective. The war diary says weak resistance, but also we do know that 300 of the Germans are captured.
So he would have been responsible for capturing them and taking them back to the village?
Very possibly, yes. So we've got one more thing to show you in the village. Shall we go and have a look?
Let's have a look.
Lee has come with Paul to the village of Montauban, which before the battle lay behind German lines.
OK, so here's another thing for you to have a look at.
Ah, the Liverpool Pals.
Yes.
17th, 18th, 19th and 20th Battalions, the King's Liverpool Regiment. My great-granddad being in the 17th, of course.
Yes.
To the glorious memory of the Liverpool and Manchester Pals, who as part of the 30th Division liberated this village 1st of July 1916. So after Billy Mack and his pals got through those trenches, they liberated this village?
Billy Mack's action is out in the fields where we've just been. This is a team effort, so the fact that he secured the section out in the fields allows other battalions to advance on the village. This is immensely successful and very, very few casualties.
So that's the first day of this push.
Yes.
But how long did the whole thing go on for?
Well, the Battle of the Somme runs on until November 1916, and Billy Mack would have been out here and fighting throughout that whole period. A couple of weeks apart, there'll be another battle.
Blimey, alrighty.
Yes. So we've got something else to show you here.
OK. This is the account by his commander, F.C. Stanley.
Yes. We return to page 177. We're going to start reading from there.
I have hardly made any mention up till now of our entertainers, the Optimists.
Yeah.
Billy Mack and the Optimists.
Indeed.
So it mentions in the summer of 1916. So that implies that they were performing here.